Hey everybody, this is Eric Clark's Travel Videos, and I'm here in Vienna, Austria, and I'm going to go to the Jewish Square. And it's got a memorial. There used to be a synagogue here, and it was destroyed, but it's a memorial for the 65,000 Jews that lost their lives here. And it's pretty moving and pretty incredible, and it's absolutely worth seeing. The interesting thing that I found is that when I look on the top 10 or the top 20 or 493 things, I've never ever once seen this show up. And so I want to make sure I do a video so that you know what's here and what you're looking at. Let's do it together. Okay, here we go. All right, so we're walking to the Jewish Square, and so it goes through, you can get there like from 100 different streets, but I just thought I'd stop and film it from away just so that you can see what's around here. And so it's pretty amazing. And this is the Jewish Square right up here in front of us. And I'll show you the literature that's on the signs and the little memorial, and then we can talk about the memorial itself, because it's really pretty moving, and the way they did it is pretty incredible. But I don't know. It's certainly a heart-moving moment, actually, and so we'll go here and look. And so the buildings are gorgeous. The square is nice and big, and so this used to be the site of a mosque, like I said, and so you can see the buildings are incredible and amazing and all that. But that's the actual memorial right there. And then I'll explain it after we show you the signs. And you know, I'm not I'm not a genius, and I don't do a whole bunch of reading on these things, but I can read these little signs. So we'll go over here and I'll show you. So it kind of almost looks like a little square building or a bunker or something, but I don't know that you recognize the significance of what you're looking at. So let's start here. And I'm hoping you can read that. You know, the memorial to the Austrian Jews victims of the Shoah. The memorial commemorates the 65,000, and it says Vietnamese, so Vienna Jews. It doesn't say Austrian Jews, just the Vienna Jews. So did they really kill 65,000 right here? Anyway, please pause so you can read all of that, because it's pretty moving. And I think there were things that were pretty amazing to understand. But anyway, so I think the part that's interesting is this: represents an inverted, non-accessible library. Countless of editions of the apparently same book stand for the large number of victims in their life story. So that's pretty amazing. And then we'll come over here, and you can see this too. So this is, in medieval times, this was the site of the synagogue, which until 1421 was the center of the Jewish life in Vienna. The Bima, whatever, the podium and the reading of the Torah, was in this exact spot. So that's pretty amazing. And so it's incredible. And so let's go to the door here. So you can see it. So what it is, I mean, it's a sealed door. You can't get in it. It's brick. The deals are sealed. There's no handles. There's no anything. And what it really is that it's books. Each one of these is a book, and you can see the bindings on the books and everything else, but they're all backwards, right? If you went to a library, the books would be turned around so you could see who the author was or what the title was. But in this situation, these are all absolutely backwards, and so what it represents is 65,000 lives that you will never ever know who they are, or what they represented, or their family members, or anything else. And so it's incredible. And so if you counted every single one of these books, there's 65,000 books in this library. 65,000 lives you don't know about. 65,000 books you can't turn around. 65,000 people that had families and children, grandparents and grandfathers and grandchildren and everything else that were destroyed, that were killed. And it is absolutely a moving monument. I find this one much more moving than the one in Berlin, but it's pretty incredible. And so, you know, if you think about it, if you could get in the doors, you could then see the bindings and see the names and the authors and everything else. But here, you see nothing. You get nothing. It's just emptiness. It's just loss. It's just lives and experiences and pain and hurt that are represented here. And so it's certainly a tough one. 65,000 people. Think about 65,000 people. I grew up in a town, Sierra Vista, Arizona, and it, you know, I think it had 30,000 when I grew up there, but maybe it's now up to, you know, 40 or 50,000. But it's that whole city is bigger than, or is smaller than how many people died here in Vienna, Austria, and it's staggering, and it's unacceptable in so many ways. And it sits in this beautiful square where a mosque used to sit, and so it's pretty incredible. And you know, the buildings are amazing, everything is amazing except for the death that is represented here. And again, I find it absolutely crazy that it's not found in the top, you know, even 20 or 30 or 50 sites in Vienna. I didn't even know it was here. I had stumbled across it just from walking around. Anyway, I just wanted to share this with you so that you could understand what we're looking at and what it represents and the loss that it represents. And I think we all need to stop and take a big deep breath and say, we don't want to ever have this happen again. Ever. Not any country, not any culture, not any religion, not any people. We are done with this. People are people. People have feelings, people have lives, people care. Never again. Never again.